What if I told you that not all hackers are villains? That the image you have in your head, a shadowy figure in a dark room, bringing down a bank with a few keystrokes, is just one piece of a much larger story? What if some hackers are actually the heroes of our digital world, working around the clock to keep all of us safe? Think of the internet as a massive, sprawling city. It's a place with homes that hold our private conversations, banks that guard our finances, and libraries filled with all of human knowledge. It's a city we all live in. And like any city, it has locks on its doors. Where there are locks, there are always lockpickers. Today, we're meeting these digital lockpickers, and it turns out there are three very different kinds. One is a hero you hired to test your own locks, a master locksmith who shows you your weaknesses so you can get stronger. Another is a thief, a digital burglar who picks your locks in the dead of night to steal everything you care about. And the third is a vigilante who picks your lock, leaves a note on your kitchen table that says, "Your front door is broken," and then disappears, leaving you to wonder if they were a friend or a foe. To really get a handle on cybersecurity, the threats we face, and the people protecting us, you need to understand the stories of these three characters. Their motives, their methods, and their impact on our digital city are what separate the good, the bad, and the just plain complicated. And speaking of protecting that digital city, especially for the large enterprises that need to protect themselves from foundation, that's what we do. We're Telerus, and we protect enterprise assets from the API level. If you're responsible for your organization's security, you can book a demo of our solution at telerus.com. Now, with that, let's meet the one that gives hacking its dark reputation. Let's call our first character Max. Max is a black hat hacker, and in our digital city, he's the burglar. His intentions are purely malicious, fueled by anything from financial gain and a taste for chaos to revenge or even state-sponsored spying. He couldn't care less about the rules, the law, or the people he hurts. To Max, the digital world is one big treasure chest, and his skills are the crowbar. The name, Black Hat, comes from old westerns, where the bad guy always wore a black hat, and the hero wore white. It's a simple but perfect way to picture the fundamental split in the hacking world. Black hats are the villains of our story. Now, Max probably isn't working out of some high-tech evil lair. More often, he's a skilled person working alone or with a sophisticated criminal group that runs like a real business. Think of it as a dark web corporation, complete with partners, resellers, and even customer service for their malware. They build and sell malicious software kits, sometimes with warranties, to less skilled hackers called script kiddies, who use these pre-made tools to cause damage without really understanding how they work. Some of these organizations even have call centers to phone unsuspecting people, pretend to be from Microsoft, and trick them into handing over access to their computers. Max's toolkit is diverse and dangerous. He's a master of social engineering, the art of hacking people. He might send you a phishing email that looks exactly like it's from your bank, hoping to trick you into giving up your password. He could create a fake website that's a perfect clone of a real one, just to steal your login details. He preys on human trust, which is often the biggest security loophole of all. But his methods are much more than just trickery. Max is an expert at deploying malware. He could use spyware to silently watch everything you do, a keylogger to record every password you type, or, worst of all, ransomware. Imagine Max breaking into your digital home, gathering up your family photos and important documents, locking them in a safe you can't open, and then leaving a note demanding a huge payment for the key. That's ransomware. It holds your digital life hostage, and even if you pay, there's no guarantee you'll ever get it back. The scale of these operations can be mind-boggling. In what might be the largest data breach ever, Black Hat hackers hit Yahoo between 2013 and 2014, stealing the records of 3 billion customers. The WannaCry ransomware attack in 2017 hit hundreds of thousands of computers in 150 countries, crippling hospitals, businesses, and government agencies. These aren't just pranks, they're global criminal enterprises with devastating real-world consequences. One of the most famous early black hats was Kevin Mitnick. In his day, he was the FBI's most wanted cyber criminal, hacking into over 40 major corporations like IBM and Motorola, and even the US National Defense Warning System. Max, our digital burglar, is this dark side. He's skilled, persistent, and has zero regard for the law or the lives he ruins. He's the reason the word hacker has such a negative spin. He is the villain, but not all lockpickers are thieves. Let's meet the person who stands in direct opposition to Max. It's time to meet the hero. Now, meet Alex. Alex is a white hat hacker, and in our digital city, she's the professional security consultant you hired to protect your home. She has the exact same skill set as Max. She can pick locks, shut down alarms, and find hidden entrances. But there's one crucial difference. Alex has permission. Her work is completely legal and ethical. Alex is also known as an ethical hacker. Her job is to think like a black hat, to use their tools and mindset to find holes in a system before the bad guys do. Companies, from tiny startups to huge corporations and government agencies, hire her to do something called penetration testing. Think of it as a fire drill for a cyber attack. The company basically says, here are the keys. Now, try to break in. Find every weakness, every broken window, and show us where we're vulnerable. Her playbook is huge. She might launch an external test, pretending to be an attacker from the outside trying to get past the company's firewalls. She might run an internal test, where she's given the same access as an employee to see what a rogue insider or a hacker with stolen credentials could do. She'll test websites for coding flaws, check the physical security of server rooms, and even see how secure employee laptops are. And just like Max, Alex is a master of social engineering. She might send phishing emails to employees to see who takes the bait, or call the help desk and try to sweet-talk an employee into giving up a password. This isn't to get anyone in trouble, it's to expose weaknesses in the human firewall, the people on the front lines. It helps companies train their staff to spot and stop these kinds of attacks. When Alex finds a vulnerability, a weak password, an outdated server, a flaw in the website's code, she doesn't exploit it. Instead, she carefully documents it in a detailed report for the company. Her report explains the weakness, how she got in, and most importantly, gives clear steps on how to fix it. She's the doctor who diagnoses the problem and prescribes the cure. Her goal is to make the organization tougher and more resilient. The world of white hat hacking is structured and professional. Many ethical hackers have advanced certifications and work for cybersecurity firms. Their work is essential for legal compliance in industries like finance and healthcare, where protecting data isn't just a good idea, it's the law. A great example of a white hat's role is Tsutomu Shimomura, the cybersecurity expert who famously tracked down Kevin Mitnick in the 90s. He used his deep knowledge of security not to cause harm, but to help law enforcement. And in a wild turn of events, after serving his time, Kevin Mitnick himself became a white hat. He became a world-renowned security consultant, using his first-hand knowledge of black hat techniques to help companies defend themselves. It's a powerful reminder that the skills themselves aren't good or bad, it's the intention that defines the hacker. Alex is this force for good. She's the proactive defender, the problem solver, the hero hired to guard the city walls. While Max is out there trying to cause chaos, Alex is working to reinforce the defenses, patch the holes, and educate everyone inside. So we have our villain and our hero. But the story's not over. There's one more character, one who walks the line between them, operating in the shadows. This brings us to our most complicated character yet. Finally, let's talk about Jamie. Jamie is a grey hat hacker, and in our digital city, he's the ultimate wild card. He's the vigilante, the curious explorer who doesn't quite fit into the hero or villain box. Jamie operates in a moral and legal grey area, somewhere between the black and white worlds. Like Alex the white hat, Jamie isn't trying to cause harm. He's not typically looking to steal money or destroy data. But, like Max the black hat, he operates without permission. That's the key difference that makes his situation so messy. Imagine Jamie wandering through the digital city and noticing a house with a window left open. He doesn't have permission to go inside, but his curiosity, and maybe a warped sense of duty, pulls him in. He climbs through the window, not to steal anything, but just to see how far he can get. Once inside, he might find other security flaws, like a safe with a default combination. What Jamie does next is what makes him a grey hat. He might try to find the homeowner and tell them about the issues he found. Sometimes, he does this just to be helpful. Other times, he might ask for a bug bounty or a fee for his discovery, basically offering to fix a problem nobody hired him to find. This is where it gets legally and ethically weird. It's like a stranger breaking into your house and then trying to sell you a better lock. Understandably, most people don't appreciate the unauthorized intrusion. If the company ignores him or tells him to get lost, Jamie's path can fork. He might just walk away. Or, if he gets frustrated, he might take a more controversial step, publicly disclosing the vulnerability online for everyone to see. In his mind, he's pressuring the company to fix the flaw, but in doing so, he's also handing a perfect roadmap to every black hat hacker out there. A famous real-world example of this happened in 2013. A researcher named Khalil Shretter found a bug that let him post on any Facebook user's wall. He tried reporting it to Facebook, but they told him it wasn't a bug. Frustrated, Khalil used the bug to post directly on Mark Zuckerberg's wall. That definitely got their attention, and the bug was fixed. But because he broke their rules by testing on a real account, they didn't pay him a bounty. It perfectly captures the grey hat dilemma, breaking the rules to force a good outcome. Another well-known grey hat was Adrian Lamo, nicknamed the homeless hacker. He would use public internet at libraries to break into major companies like the New York Times. He wouldn't steal anything, he'd just find their security holes and offer to help them fix the issues for free. His actions were illegal, but his motives seemed to be improving security, not personal gain. Some grey hats act like vigilantes, hacking the hackers to deliver their own brand of digital justice. They might attack black hat forums or criminal servers to try and shut them down. While their target is clearly a bad guy, their methods are still outside the law. So there you have it. The full story of the 3 lockpickers in our digital city. Understanding these 3 archetypes, the villain, the hero, and the vigilante, is the first step to really getting a handle on cybersecurity. It's not a simple story of good versus evil. It's a dynamic world filled with different motives and methods. The same skill can be used to build or to burn, to protect or to plunder. The only things separating them are intent and permission. By understanding who these hackers are, you're one step closer to protecting yourself. You now know who the enemy is, and you know there are allies out there fighting for you. We teach cybersecurity using simple stories anyone can understand, so you can stay safe online without the technical jargon. If this story was helpful, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because in our next video, we're tackling one of the biggest and oldest problems in cybersecurity, the front door to your entire digital life, passwords. Why are they so important, and why do they fail us so often? Stay tuned.